Hello and welcome to the Work in Progress podcast. I am your host, Daniel, and that's Adam.
Hey, yeah, how you all doing?
Hey, you know how typically at one point or another we bitch and moan about something, right?
Hmm.
What if I told you that I already have one loaded in the gun? What if I told you that I already have something to get mad about?
Oh yeah, well, what happened this time?
I figured out why we don't like Discord calls with random people in servers.
Oh, please do tell.
Do you know what the Dunning Kruger effect is?
I'm not familiar with the term, but go on.
The Dunning Kruger effect is when somebody with limited knowledge or information sees themselves as an expert on a subject
Yeah.
because their low ability, their their mental skills do not recognize their own incompetence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're too stupid to realize they stuck.
So
And I think I
I'm
think that's
guess.
also in workplaces too. When like a boss who's been there forever but doesn't know the first thing about the actual job.
Yeah. Well, yeah. so so is there a thing that recently happened that made you want to like talk about this?
No, I was like, is there like a name for when somebody is too stupid to realize that they're stupid? And I'm like, oh, there is. Thank you, the internet.
Well, I kind of thought that maybe it was just delusion, you know.
Oh, that's part of it.
So, do you want to? Shall we clarify? So you've got. Do you want to clarify what you're doing today in regards to drawing, and I say what mine
All
is.
right, me, the ultimate expert who definitely knows everything and isn't a Dunning Kruger effect. What did I call it? The Dunning Kruger effect. There we go.
But Dunning Kruger.
Yeah, the Dunning Kruger. I am resketching this page because this is one of those pages where you
It's very
completely drew it.
old.
Hmm?
Yeah, completely drew it, completely sketched it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're doing that. I'm going to be doing something that's a little bit different, but not really. So the other day, maybe 2 or 3 days ago, you were talking to me about the CSP models, and we
Hmm.
came, we realized that they're kind of off the models because Nina's arms were kind of short, for example, and kind of tiny.
It wasn't even that they were short. It's just that like her muscle bulk changes like within every fucking page.
Yeah, yeah, and
Uh,
like, and I think we both noticed that. So then I think you said to me, you were like, "Is it possible to maybe create either new models or just do something?" And then I was like, "Yeah, I could try." So what I did was I basically went back and so what I did was I went back to the models that I used through CSP and I basically enhanced them. So I'll show you in a sec.
yeah.
So here's all the base models for the characters. So Stream and Maven remained pretty much the same. Hunni Bunny now has like bunny ears, which they're not like they give you an idea where they're going to be, but obviously depending on the action, it's not going to be like exactly like this. And then Nina has like a rectangle in her head because one thing that we both realize is like, despite the fact it looks simple, like drawing a head thing from different angles is kind of awkward at times.
Mm.
And the third, wow, I got a lot of gas in me. And the last one is the dog character. It has a snout, like an actual dog head, which I actually have a bunch of these. So if this one isn't the best, I can always just change that.
Yeah.
But I think you said that this is, if you see my screen, like this is pretty much like this is the Dawn, right?
Yeah, that's her snoot length.
Yeah, you will probably need to sort out the ears on your own because I can't quite scale those separately. So
That's
yeah. Now on to what's happening now is basically what I'm going to be doing whilst I have the chance is basically going back to all these old pages, and what I need to do is, well, not all of them, some of them, but basically I'm going to be taking the models, and what I need to do is I actually have to register these poses as like materials within my CSP. So if you look on the right here, so
Yeah.
this is page 52. So this Nina pose here is going to be page 52.1, and the Hunnies here is going to be page 52.2. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to duplicate these just in case something goes wrong. Then I'm going to delete her there, and then we're going to go to this here. Then I'm going to copy and paste the new model here. And now what I do is I take this data, copy and paste on here,
Yes.
and then I simply just need to rotate. And now basically I'm going back and like just replacing them with like the newer up-to-date CSP models. I will probably also, depending on what's what, I may also go out my way to maybe use DAS every once in a while, depending on what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is going to be a lengthy process though, so that's why I'm going to make this the thing for today's episode. Is mostly just doing this shit, and then
I know that
event.
DAS has a bridge software between like a few other programs. I don't think it has one for CSP.
Yeah, which is a bit awkward, but
Well, that's what you get for working with motherfuckers that have the Freddy Krueger effect. What was it called again? The Dunning.
uh,
Wow, dude, I Dunning Krugered myself.
yeah.
I proclaim to be an expert on the Dunny effect.
So is this a term that you created, or is this an actual like thing?
No, it's an actual thing.
Okay, then.
I'm just making a astute observational joke about the fact that I probably just researched this today, making me
Hmm.
not an expert either. So I am experiencing the Dunning Gunner effect.
So so what you're saying is you two might also be full of shit.
What? Me full of shit? Never. So, anyways, politics. No,
The Republicans. Yeah.
the Democrats even. We need to bring the big wig party back. Maybe even like the bull moose.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some of these like these third parties out. You know how a third party could win in America is if they had the same marketing genius that Apple had back in 2007.
Is that when they'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to take this thing and make it better and smaller"?
No, that's when they were just like, it does everything,
Oh,
and
right.
and it's a cube.
Man, I kind of wish I had an iPod in a way. Like, man, those things were sleek looking.
The problem with a lot of the old Apple products is just they heat it up like motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I won an iPad. I won an original iPod in like a fucking like contest thing,
Oh, yeah. Did
and
you use it much?
then it fried itself.
Oh, I nearly came close to having an original iPod because my mom at the time was like, "Hey, these are actually going to go out of fashion. Do you want one?" I'm like, "Nah." And then looking back, I'm like, "Man, that would have actually been a really cool like gizmo to have."
I could have just like put. Oh yeah, the original ones where it didn't even have like a touch thing. You had to rotate the dial.
That's the one. That's what I'm on about. Yeah,
Yeah,
those were pretty sleek.
I forgot
I
the name of the
wonder.
company, but there's a company that's starting up right now where they're making products that remove all of the smart shit from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the tablets and smart fridges and all that shit. There's a
Yeah.
company that's planning on making just a washing machine with a dial. There's another they also just want to make a fridge that also has a freezer, and that's it.
Oh, wow. So what you're saying is like like this simplest shit that we just needed to begin with.
Yeah, the more electronical crap you put into an object, the more points of failure it has.
Therefore, fire. Yeah.
Not even fire, like just it could just, the screen breaks. Now you have to replace the $300 screen on the $1,500 fucking like, fridge.
Yeah.
when in reality, all you needed was a door handle and a coldness setting, which is a dial.
Yeah. Hey, hold that thought real quick. So I did have sketches for these characters, but since they're based on the old models, shall I remove the sketches?
Mm.
Uh, I mean, I could also just send you the actual CSP model file or as a
Just lower
Photoshop.
the opacity on the sketch thing.
Okay, then. So I just don't want it to confuse you, you see.
I'm a big
Yeah,
boy. I have eyeballs 2 days later. What the
yeah.
fuck is this, Taco? You fucking Dunning Kruger?
Cole, how could you do this? You can't do this. Not anymore.
God, I'm so happy that that guy's shit popped off. I've talked about it before, but
It's kind of fucked to think that like the original that YouTube channel deleting his shit might have been the best thing that happened to him because yeah, like that Shoebot video in particular, like is I've seen so many memes of people just having their like characters do that shit. I'm like, oh my god, I never thought I'd see this have like a comeback. Shoo.
in an era where words can be restricted based off of feelings, physical comedy reigns supreme. And the only
Yeah,
way to have good physical comedy is if it's a cartoon, because you can do wacky bullshit with it.
yeah, yeah. Fucking yeah, man. Alrighty, so that's one page down with the new models. Wow, that's already making a difference with Nina's arms. Fucking hell. I'm so
Nina,
sorry I gave you botch models.
you gave me fucking
You
Dunning.
gave me a dunce model. I'm
You
gonna
gave
slap
me
you
a
silly.
Dunning Kruger model. I'm
Yeah.
gonna next time I go to D&D, I'm gonna call my DM a Dunning Kruger just to see what the fuck.
He's probably gonna slap you in the face.
Now he's gonna be like, "The fuck did you just call me?" And then he's gonna Google it, and then he's gonna be like, "You son of a bitch!"
But yeah, there are a lot of like rocket scientists on Discord. I mean, it's the reason why I don't really go into many of them. Like, you do know I had a moment not long ago, and I don't want to be too mean because in case they actually are listening, but I don't really care. But I was in a Discord call not long ago, and I was like, there seem to be nice people, but I'm not. I haven't been in there too often, and I was like, "Hey man, the new Smiling Friends is the finale is basically like out. Do you want to watch it?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, put it on." So then I put it on just for him because I know the guy in the Discord server who runs it. So then I put it on for him, and then what ends up happening because it's like one of those Discord. It's a small server where people play games and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And what ended up happening was his friends came in and they were like, "Hey," like they were being kind of cringe, honestly. But they just started playing like Fortnite and they started like screaming and everything. And I just said to the
Ah.
guys like, and I was like, should I go? Because it doesn't sound like you're watching the show. It's like, no, 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 I can do both. I'm just like, yeah. So but it was just one of those where, like, again, I'm just sitting there, like, man. I
The
mean,
in,
I'll take your word for it.
the insult of calling somebody a fucking rocket scientist. That's
No,
pretty good.
I fucking love calling people rocket scientists.
Oh man, did you see that one rocket scientist that fucking jumped into a pool with no water?
I feel like that could be anybody at this point.
Yeah, I
That feels like
know.
a dare.
Yeah, I know. It's brilliant. Rock calling somebody a
Yeah,
rocket scientist is awesome.
yeah. Fucking rocket scientist.
You see riot footage. Oh man, what a fantastic group of lawyers. What a
Yeah.
fantastic group of lawyers and doctors.
Yeah, man. Hey, so I wanted to ask, so I know you kind of talked about this in a previous recording, but that one never got out there. How are you doing post the fire, by the way?
I'm fine. I mellowed out.
That's good, because man, that was a wild day. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm glad everything's fine. Did you like the amazing thumbnail I made for the previous recording?
The amazing thumbnail with the boss character. Oh, speaking of media,
Yeah.
I actually played a game
Oh
for
yeah, what did you
one.
play?
I played the original Metal Gear Solid again.
Oh, GS1.
I pulled out my PS3. I have like the fucking collection on there.
Oh, okay. Did you was you having fun?
Yeah, I was having a great time. I forgot how funny the melee combat is in that game.
Yeah.
Hurt
Yeah.
me, Snake. Hurt me more.
Hurt me.
Grey
You're a
Fox.
strong. You're a strong man.
I died to I died to Psycho Mantis because switching controllers on the PS3 is a nightmare.
Oh yeah, because you have to kind of like hold the button down and then kind of.
Now here's the thing though, you have to pause the game, otherwise it doesn't. He'll start killing you when the screen is not on.
Do you think that's a game? Do you think Kojima game? Like, this is the reason why I'm very skeptical about MGS4 in particular. Because I'm like, is this going to work on the PC, MGS4? Because, like, MGS4 was built around the PS3, and I'm like, how are they going to do that?
Also, there are specific game mechanics that require you to actually like tilt the controller.
Exactly, yeah, like the doll versus Screaming Mantis. I'm like, how is this going to work? That's why I'm very skeptical.
Yeah. Then again,
Hopefully, yeah.
no, it wouldn't work for PC though. Fuck.
Exactly. That's why I'm like very skeptical. I'm like, is this gonna work? Question mark.
Unless they find some work, they might just do the thing that they did in like Delta, where they just remove mechanics.
It is possible, but then again, like this is straight up like a port though. Like Delta was a remake, more or less.
Mm,
Like that's why I'm like very skeptical. Like, because to give you an idea of how ingrained the PS3's like features were, like, did you know that if you shake the PS3 controller, you can just default Snake's camo back to you can put it back to like the default camo, which is the grey thing.
yeah,
Like that's what like it's like stuff like that where I'm thinking to myself, are they gonna actually figure out a way to do that, or is that even going to be an option? You know?
yeah.
Well, it's coming out in like I think a month and a half now, so
Well, what do you expect, dude? I mean, to be brutally honest, like I'm not really an expert on it. If I claim to be an expert, I would be Crocodile Dundee effect on it.
you'll be a Dunning Kruger.
Yeah, I'll be a Dunning Guga. I'll dry
Yeah.
age some meat.
Oh god, this comes out the week that I'm off. Shit.
What comes out the week that you're off?
MGS4, like you know the week where we think that the comic might be out.
I'm I'm gonna tell you this. I don't
Yeah.
think you need to be in a rush to play Guns of the Patriot.
Well, I was thinking more of like people even know that this comic's out because they will be playing Metal Gear.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. To be fair though, like, what the fuck can you do half the time? Because like,
There's something coming
I mean,
out every fucking day.
well, I mean that's the thing. Because there is also the small chance that we could actually get this done before August,
Mm,
depending on how much is left to do. But I mean that's the thing. Like, I'm sure there's probably people that are sweating bullets in the industry. That's like, oh god, GTA 6 in November. Fuck. You
it's not
know.
happening.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry, the internet.
Guys.
I'm sorry to burst your fucking bubble on that.
Well, one thing I can say is I think we'll definitely get this comic out before GTA 6, which means that we can actually add towards the memes of it.
Yeah.
That, you know what's hilarious about that meme was that meme used to be really fucking annoying, and then the more it went on, like the longer it's taken to for that game to come out, it actually got super fucking funny to me.
Yes, the longer that it takes for them to actually make the game, the funnier that meme becomes.
Yeah, the CEO of Take Two does seem pretty adamant that it's going to come out, but we'll see what happens.
All I wanna do is a pick it home, shoot the bam. By standing it on the wall, get the back up on the wall.
Yeah, recently I've been doing this thing where I've been spending like some days kind of doing like management shit. So, like for example, like just last night, I figured out how to like do what I'm doing right now, which is replacing these like new models. So it's what I do every so often. Like there are days when like I can't be productive in a drawing sense, which we all have that. But like what I always try to do is I basically try to be productive in a different sense. So, if, for example, like management or file management, I'll be like, I'm going to do this today because I need to do this regardless. So then, I do that. And it's like I
Yeah.
feel accomplished.
If there's a day, yeah, that's it's a really good way to like do something when you're like self motivating. Is that if you find a day where you're just not motivated to work on this thing in particular, find something else that will help instead of just fucking off.
Yeah, like instead of like sitting there playing like a stupid game, just like do something else that's like actually productive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then,
And then,
like, there was that one day where I was like, man, I just really can't fucking, like, and then I was like, I got an idea, and this is going to make life a lot easier later on. I'm just going to draw, like, background elements, so that way I never have to draw a fucking tree again. And if I do, it's only going to be, like, one of them.
that's right. Yeah, there was a day he spent. I don't think we recorded it, but basically, yeah, you drew like trees, vines, rocks, and I think some fences. But yeah, you've got like background elements ready for this comic, and yeah, like honestly, it looks really fucking good.
I already started using some of that shit for my own stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I need to save those so I can use it for mine as well, because you did say I could use them. So
Yeah. They might clash with your fucking art style, though.
I mean, it depends what's happening. So
Yeah. Can we talk about the fact that this just randomly crossed into my brain? How fucking insane Harry Potter names are.
oh, Neville Longbottom.
Yeah, Neville Droopy Sphincter. You also have like Severus Snape. You have
Yeah,
uh Moaning Myrtle.
yeah.
You
I mean,
have
J.K. Rowling was weird for names.
I mean the fucking the place that they're at is called Hogwarts, and it's right next to a place called Diagonally.
Yeah, yeah. She was really weird with names.
Yeah, no
Even
shit.
in it, even in the Hogwarts game, when you make a character, like the default names that it gives you are really fucking weird. So like, I remember when I was watching Only Plays Play It, I think their character's name was like Boggs Wallach or something like that.
Yeah, if somebody has a regular ass last name, they have a completely fucked first name, like Hermione Granger,
Yeah.
which is spelt like Hermione.
Do you think that's also to do with the fact that I mean Granger isn't like I mean Granger to me doesn't sound too weird in my opinion, but
Exactly.
I wonder if it's to do with the fact that her parents are muggles.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. But like my thing is just like if somebody has a relatively regular last name, they have a completely fucked first name or reverse. It's kind of like
Yeah.
how you could have a guy named Steven and you're like, oh yeah, and then you have his last name be Siegel, and then all of a sudden,
Steven Seagal.
yeah,
Fuck, that's the fucking wizard film I want to watch with
Seagal.
Steven Seagal is like a wizard. Yo, what
Hey
we gotta
there,
do about those evil wizards? Yeah, man, I'm gonna sit down here and cast my spells from
hey
my
there,
chair.
brother. You're shooting some kind of voodoo. Could you please stop? No, I'm evil as fuck, man. Well, I warned you. And fucking,
Just like flicks his wrist to like cast spells from his chair.
oh yeah. He's really fat, but he's still wearing that like Chinese outfit in order to like hide the fact that he's fat.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so
Uh,
stupid.
you want to know why that's
Uh,
never gonna happen?
Why?
Because he like lives in Russia now.
Yeah, he kind of like bunkered himself in Russia, I think. So yeah, he's just protected by Putin.
It's because he had allegations of not so great things,
Yep, sounds about right.
and he was kind of a dick throughout most of his life.
Yeah, what a fucking like, what a fucking cretin that guy is. Like seriously.
Yeah,
I've
By the
only ever
way,
seen
for
like,
years there had been like, beef between him and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme would beat the fuck out of him.
oh yeah, 100%. Well, wasn't there a thing where he challenged him to a fight and he like wimped out or something?
Uh he wimps out of a lot of fights. He typically
Right,
goes into
right.
fights where he thinks that he can win, but there's one in particular where Steven Seagal uh fought famous Hollywood stunt coordinator and martial artist. Forgot his name because he's like a background guy. If I said it, you'd be like, "Oh fuck!" Like, uh, this guy in particular, choke held. This guy in particular was famous for behind the scenes choke holding fucking Bruce Lee,
Oh, really?
and he said that he fucked up Steven Seagal. Like, people on set said he fucked up Steven Seagal so bad that Steven Seagal shit himself.
There's something really satisfying about some like big headed fucking guy just getting his shit kicked in.
Yeah. My
It's pretty
favorite
common.
thing
I've not.
my
Yeah.
favorite thing is that, like, there was one movie in particular where Steven Seagal is like in his trailer and he's crying over the script, and
I heard about this. Yeah.
yeah, he's crying over the script, and like one of the PAs walks in, he's like, what's going on? Why are you crying over the script? Oh, it's just so genius. Whoever wrote this script is a real fucking genius. And it, like, if you look at the script, it just says written by Steven Seagal, and you're like, just shut.
Fuck off.
He has a real Dunning Kruger effect going on.
Yeah, he's a bit weird like that. Yeah. I've only ever seen one film when he was like kind of young and slim, and it was okay. Some kind of like action film.
The sad thing is that, he does have a wealth of information on Aikido. It's just that Aikido is not really like the best fighting style ever.
No,
Also, one of
really.
the reasons why he's really good at Aikido is that he's like 6'2" or something.
Oh,
So,
okay.
when he went to Japan to get his like fucking like black belts and shit, he's the tallest
Mm.
motherfucker there. God, you know who else could probably beat up Steven Seagal?
Who?
Dolph Lundgren.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He has a fucking. I believe he actually has a third dan now, but last time I checked, he has a second dan black belt in Kyokushin karate. The one where they punch trees.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
he also has an IQ of like 136 or some shit, and then he's also got like a doctorate's degree.
Good Lord.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren is like.
He's really. Yeah, I remember we saw a video about that where it was like, wasn't it comparing him to like Bill Nye the Science Guy, where Dolph Lundgren, weirdly enough, has more like qualifications than him.
Unlike a lot of 80s people, weirdly enough, his body was pretty much natural.
No shit.
Yeah, that's why he looked really lean. Everybody else looked like really puffy and like jacked, like really fucking jacked. He looked just lean. But he almost killed Steven Seagal. He almost killed uh, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, in the Rocky Four.
Yeah, in Rocky 4, he almost kills him.
But didn't he? Wasn't that like a pretend fight though?
Yeah, no, you see, uh, like, if you know anything about like Sylvester Stallone behind the scenes, he likes to be like a macho dude.
Oh,
So one of the
really?
things that he likes to do is he likes to actually do sparring matches.
Yeah.
For Rocky 3, they were originally going to get the hardest heavy hitting boxer of all time, a guy who punches so fucking hard that Muhammad Ali said, "Man, that guy punched me so fucking hard that my kinsfolk in Africa felt it." And he was like, "Hey, I want you to play Clubber Lang. You want to do like a sparring match?" It's like, all right, yeah, I'll do a little sparring match. He's like, yeah, like go full contact, go really fucking hard. He's like, I don't think you want me to go really hard. And he just fucking absolutely shit wrecks. He absolutely shit wrecks Rocky, and then they give the role to Mr. T. So
Jesus.
when they did the other movie, they're like, haha, yeah, he's working on like some kind of like fucking He-Man movie or whatever. Oh no, this was before He-Man. They were just like, oh yeah, this is really fucking Jack guy. He was like in a James Bond movie in the background. He's like married to Grace Jones,
Hmm.
and it was great because in the first round on screen while filming, he was like, "Oh yeah, like have like a few punches be like real," and Dolph was just like, "Are you sure? I have like a black belt in like Kyokushin." He's like, I don't know
Yeah.
what that is. The bell don't ring. First punch that he throws hits him so fucking hard in the chest that it stops his heart.
Oh no.
In fact, they left it in the movie. Like, so that first punch when like that first punch when Rocky is supposed to like get up and like be like the fucking indomitable fucking like, you know, man, like the man with the iron jaw, he dies basically.
Oh, so that's
In real life, if that movie were to actually happen, he dies. Like
my God.
it made his heart skip a beat, and then also, when they went to the hospital, like the movie had like insurance, and they were like, "There's no fucking way that you got this injury from a human being. This is the kind of injury that you get when you get hit by a truck." Like
But it's funny that you.
your heart was swelling in its chest cavity.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I remember watching a review of that film where someone described his punches in like that one scene as like getting hit by a truck. You know.
Yes,
So that's kind of funny.
yeah. Whatever he hits, he destroys. I mean, fucking look at him. You're getting a guy who actually knows martial arts, who is the size of a fucking fridge, to punch a guy that is like 1 foot shorter than him. Like,
Yeah. Did you ever watch the director's cut that Stallone did? Because I heard mixed things about it.
no,
Yeah, because I heard.
no, because they removed the robot.
Yeah,
Happy
that's one
birthday,
thing I
Polly.
heard. Happy birthday, Polly. What a fucking weird like. I mean that film Rocky Four is really weird. I mean the fact that they end the. I mean the fact that Rocky ends the Cold War single handedly is like really funny.
What's funnier,
But
the fact that he gives his brother-in-law a fucking robot, which he immediately becomes sexist towards,
yeah,
or or the fact that it was an actual fucking robot from like fucking Boston Dynamics.
that is that actually a real robot?
It's actually a real
Happy birthday, Polly.
happy birthday, Polly.
That can I did you know do you know the reason why he had that in the film?
Because of kids, I guess.
So he had a son that was autistic and like that was a way for him to kind of like connect with him basically.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Polly.
Jesus Christ.
Something strange. Oh, I was watching something last night. That took me down memory lane.
Yeah.
Did you know that all of Dave the Barbarian's on YouTube in like HD?
Oh my. Dave.
Barbarian.
Oh, I fucking hate that show.
Barbarian.
I fucking. I hate
Bite,
that
bite
show.
your tongue. Bite your tongue. That's
There's a
amazing
reason
show.
why I hate that show. I don't like the main voice actor when he does that style of voice. He also did George of the Jungle.
The Jabbers. wait, which George of the Jungle? The
He
live
did
action
like that
one? Or?
the same time period that this show was happening. He also played like 90% of like the fucking side characters that are kind of fruity and fucking what was it? The fucking My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. He's
Oh,
like,
the
oh goodness. And he's like, he does that kind of shit, and
when he voiced the serpent, like
yeah, at the like episode 1.
yeah, the one that ended up becoming Steve Magnet. The name was.
Oh, by the way, if anybody thinks that I'm like fucking, whenever I say, "Oh man, that's gay, dude," man, that's really fucking fruity. Just remember, I watched all of Friendship is Magic.
Up until season 7.
I really am a fucking Dunning Kruger. I am a Freddy
I,
Krueger.
I dabbled when it was like up to season 3, which was actually a weaker season
The
because
only
that was like the
movie,
really short one.
the only movie that
Yeah.
I really want to watch that MLP movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To be fair, I might want to watch the whole series again because, like, when I was watching it the first time, I was like, on drugs.
Do you want to admit that?
Yeah, I was in college.
Oh, okay, then whatever then.
Yeah, I was on massive, copious amounts of fucking drugs and alcohol. Probably why
Right,
I ended
right.
up watching it, but I actually enjoyed it quite a bit.
That's okay.
Eh,
Hey, real quick, you see my screen?
happy birthday, Polly.
Happy birthday, Polly. You don't necessarily need the ears on this model, do you?
Not particularly, no.
Okay, it's because of the angle of she's falling. So
She falling backwards or forwards?
she's falling backwards because in the previous page she was hanging off a branch here.
Is she going towards the audience or away from the audience?
I mean, she's
So
going
would this
just
be
straight down.
what I'm saying is would this be a crotch shot or would this be a forward head shot?
Uh, okay, see this page here.
Uh-huh.
So this is the position she's in, where she's like upside down like a bat, basically. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do the crotch, it's up to you. And then I originally imagined her like falling like with a like this, really. But if you want to like rearrange that, I mean, work your black magic, I guess.
Well, guys, if you want, you can draw the crotch. Happy birthday, Polly.
Happy birthday, Polly. See, now you're the one that's going on about the crotch now.
You know what? I will say, nowhere close to the dumbest thing in fucking Rocky, though.
Well, Rocky. I mean, can I say mine real quick? Was in Rocky 2 when in Rocky 2, Adrian gives birth to their son, and like when they do that like little motivational thing, it's like go for it or whatever. Fucking Paulie just appears out of nowhere. It's like, what are we waiting for in the hospital room? Like,
My
the way he's just...
okay, I I fucking hate Rocky too because
Yeah.
I think that he should have lost
It probably should have, honestly.
because he fucking dicked around, wasted all of his fucking money. You find out that he's an idiot, like an actual like complete idiot.
Well, yeah, he didn't grow up with money,
He,
so like,
he
if anything,
immediately
it's
starts
realistic.
he starts acting like a complete fucking douchebag. And then when his wife is just completely head out of the game, no fucking training whatsoever, and then he wins, but he wins in a much more spectacular way than in the first one. Meanwhile, you look at fucking like Apollo Creed in that movie, he is fucking ripped. He is not only that, his character's like, I'm not gonna lose no schmuck from fucking Philadelphia.
There was an interesting quote from that always stuck with me, where it's like, I won, but I didn't beat him, like, because it didn't feel like satisfying, apparently.
Yeah, but well, it's because he went the distance.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I do think my biggest problem with Rocky 2 is when you watch the fighting, like the punches do not really connect whatsoever, and it's really bad in my opinion. Like I think the fighting in that one's the worst in my
Well,
opinion.
the other problem with Rocky 1 through all of them is that Rocky has a distinct hatred for lifting his arms in front of his face to protect
Yeah,
himself from damage ever.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if you actually were a boxer and you watched Rocky, every other person that he fights, like, you're like, how does he win?
Yeah, because it also was something that kind of like annoyed my parents was like, oh, if he's a boxer, why doesn't he have the boxer's nose? Which is like when the nose gets dented in.
Oh, when you break your nose, yeah, and you don't like
Yeah,
set it right. I mean, he could have just set it right.
I
He
mean,
is also a white Italian man, so I mean,
yeah. Right, let me just save this real quick. All right, I'm going to reduce the opacity on the sketches because again they're based off old models.
That's another thing that's really weird in between like the movies is like the first two are like, critically acclaimed, like, fucking drama films. And then the third one is like a fucking straight up sports movie with like revenge and shit in it.
Yeah,
And
they were
then
really weird.
and then the fourth one, not only is Rocky like not Rocky, he's basically just Sylvester Stallone in that movie because he's smarter in that movie. He's not
Kind
like,
of is.
"Duh." He's like, I'm doing business. I'm in a business suit.
Yeah. The one that blew my mind was I'm guessing you obviously don't like Rocky Five like most of the masses, yeah.
It's not great. I wouldn't call it fucking terrible, but after Rocky like 4 where he solves the Cold War, it is really goofy for him to get fucked by like an insurance scam or whatever.
That one was interesting, yeah, like the insurance scam where like they lose their whole wealth and then they have to go back to like
But why the fuck wouldn't he just go on national television and be like, "Hey, this company just fucked me," and then did a lawsuit?
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, again, I don't know. You know what's weird about Rocky Five in particular? Did you know that the director of that film is the director of the first film?
Yeah. Did you know the
Which
director
makes
of
me
the Did you know the director of the first film is the director and writer of fucking Karate Kid?
no shit.
Yeah, it all starts to make sense now, doesn't it, with the montages and what have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to bitch, but they don't let that bitch, 'cause you got to get the move to make it. History repeats itself, try and you will see.
You know,
If
one
you
thing I
try
do
to sing
find
this song, you'll be covered in pee. You're the best around.
You know, I think I've noticed when it comes ever since I've become an artist, I get like the artist eye where I can like see things that are like common between like projects made by the same guy. So, for
Yeah.
example, when I was listening to the Hedwig theme from Harry Potter, there was like tunes by the end where I was like, this almost sounds like Star Wars. I looked at the
Yeah.
music, and I looked up who made it, John Williams. I'm like, it makes sense now.
Yeah. Also,
You know?
it honestly a lot of the music with the like those are like the intermediate comedy moments jingles from Indiana
Yeah,
Jones.
yeah.
Like Jacques, start the plane, Jacques. Start the engines.
The Dementors are coming, Jock!
What is the name of the snake?
Oh, it's
In
Bitey.
Is it?
I think it's Bitey. I mean, I could just pull it up while
Because
you're
like
working.
whenever I hear that movie, I always hear like, "This is my pet snake, Wedgie."
I think it might have been. It's either Reggie or Wedgie. I could probably like put it up real quick
Yeah,
while you're
because
working.
the audio is so fucking blown out by the fucking sound of the airplane that you have no idea what the hell he actually says. It's just my pet snake, Webbin.
There's a big snake in the plane, John! Oh, that's just my pet snake, Reggie! I hate snakes, Doc! I hate them! Come on, show a little backbone, will ya?
Yeah, Reggie.
Reggie. Okay.
Reggie, yeah.
Why does he have two? Did you notice that he had an Australian accent and then he had a regular like New Yorker accent? That
Maybe it
was
was like
I never really noticed that before.
maybe it was two different takes.
Yeah. Or maybe they just didn't care because this was 10 seconds of a fucking like 2.5 hour movie.
Perhaps, yeah.
I love
You
Harry
keep
Potter.
Shmem.
I hate Harry Potter.
I think it has a great world. It's just unfortunately, it's kind of hard to talk to about. Well, actually, you know what?
Would you
Freddy
believe
Freddy Dugas.
would you believe would you believe that the more serious it got, the less I liked it?
Oh, so you didn't like it by Deathly Hallows then?
Dude, so you know how the last one is in two parts?
Yeah, part one,
I
part two.
didn't
Yeah.
even watch the first part.
Really?
Yeah.
So does
So,
that mean that when I streamed it, that was the first time you saw it?
yes.
No shit.
with the dragon and the shit. Yeah,
Yeah, when they do like a weird magic
which is
heist.
insane. It's insane that I never watched the fucking like first part, but then I watched the second part in theaters. So I was like really confused why they were just like fucking around a little bit.
So wait a minute. Are you telling me? Are you suggesting that you somehow missed the fact that there was two films, or
No, I just didn't watch it because I was just like, man, I don't want to fucking watch this. And then the new one came out. I was like, I do want to watch this last final one, but I also don't want to watch the one before this.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of like that's like a you problem then. If they
No,
fucking...
because like my thing was like, a lot of that movie was fun. Like I think I watched 10 minutes of it, and like it was just them fucking around in the woods for like 90% of it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm good. I don't need to watch this.
To be fair, like whenever I think of Deathly Hallows Part One, all I remember is like trees and shit. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just them fucking around in the woods while like people are mumbling politics shit that's magic wizardly garbage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you were a good movie and you wanted to make a Metal Gear Solid movie, right?
Yeah.
Who would you get to play Snake?
Well, it's not going to be Kevin Costner. I know that for sure.
Oh dear God, no.
Can you imagine that, Colonel? I am at the
Colonel,
channel Moses specialty.
Colonel, there, Gray Fox, he's back. Somehow,
Oh, God.
I don't know. That's impossible. Every character is played by Kevin Costner.
Even Mei Ling.
Yeah. Wow. I cannot believe that I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
And who might you be? I am Naomi.
Bro, I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna watch a movie. I watched The Untouchables yesterday. Holy fuck.
Everyone around him is better.
Holy shit, like so much better. Like when he shoots the guy, when he shoots the corpse, and he's like, I don't approve of your methods. And then he turns around, looks him dead in the eyes, and goes, "That's Chicago way." God, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Anyways, enough about Kevin Costner. Who'd you actually hire?
Oh god, I'm shit with fucking celebrity names, man. Celebrities. I'm so bad with names.
I would definitely 100% want to hire Chris Pratt.
Well, that's the marketable approach.
Yeah,
Unless you want to
be like, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's me, Snake, dude. Whoa.
You know what I reckon would be like the quintessential like corporate choice would probably be like Tom Holland or something.
We get an even older Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, and then the Colonel can be played by Kevin Hart.
You know who Dwayne Johnson could be? He could be like Vulcan Raven, honestly.
Not right now. He fucking slimmed down for some dramatic roles.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Who else could we? Oh, dude. We get we get Chicken Jockey guy.
Jack Black.
Yeah, we get Jack Black to play Snake.
Colonel. Yeah.
He's gonna be sneaking on a box, and he's gonna be like, "I'm in a box, dude. I'm in a fucking box, dude."
He like sneaks up behind someone, CKG. Hey, CQC.
Yeah, no, there's that one scene where he looks at Meryl's ass while she's running around in the fucking genome soldier outfit.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. Man, she got a wiggly booty. Later on in the film, I recognize that booty anywhere, my queen.
Hiya! Oh, geez.
Yeah, and then he sings over the classic songs like, I'm sneaking in a vent now. I'm sneaking in a vent now. I'm sneaking in a motherfucking vent.
I want to die.
I want that movie to happen now.
I'm sure you could probably pay him like fat amount of money to do like a YouTube short.
And then he's just fucking chicken. And then everybody
Hey.
like pops out of cardboard boxes and then throws shit at the screen. See, Hollywood, hire me. If you're gonna keep making trash, at least like go whole hog.
I like the idea that you're gonna create like the room thing where instead of like throwing spoons, you just like throw like greasy piece of chicken at the screen.
Yeah. No, you have to throw you have to you have to throw calorie mates at the fucking screen.
You just see like you just saw these like yellow cardboard boxes.
Yeah,
just
and
getting,
like
swung.
1950s like fucking like Russian K rations or whatever like just
You
blast.
just like toss it like you toss it like a frisbee, like in the game.
Yeah, you blast someone. You blast the staff in the head with a fucking tin can.
I mean, okay, if any influencers are watching this, you make your like stupid like fan base like do that at the next like.
I think I went a little bit too real with that like Jack Black shit.
Yeah.
I went a little bit too whole hog.
God, that would probably cause some like serious injury. If like you know what, that could actually be a problem. Like that could be as big as like when Yowie paddles were a thing, where like
No.
people were getting crippled by them.
Yeah.
God, fucking just sling metal. You're basically just slinging like metal and cardboard at like a screen whenever someone does like a speed. Oh yeah, that'll be the thing. Like someone does like the next speed run of like Metal Gear, you just toss that shit at the screen.
Yeah. No, everybody throws a full ass cardboard box at the screen.
Oh my God. The one that floored me, you piece of shit, was probably when you talked about the room and about how people would like pass footballs to each other.
Oh yeah. Like people would show up to the screening in fucking tuxedos with footballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, why is this model gigantic? Hold on. So, before you came, so the last few days, I've been playing Dead by Daylight again, and they brought back the probably the best mode they ever do, which is 2v8, which pretty much does exactly what the name implies. But what's really funny is they advertise it as if it was Attack on Titan theme because they got like skins for that, because obviously modern games skins and shit. Now here's the funny thing about this: unlike the Resident Evil and the Castlevania 2v8, they advertised it as if it's Attack on Titan. There is nothing remotely Attack on Titan about this 2v8 in the sense of like gameplay. There's like fuck all to do with it, and I'm like, okay, I guess you could have just advertised the skins next to the thing, I guess, but this is an Attack on Titan mode. I don't know. It's all corporate bullshit, really, just to sell skins.
It's a whole bit of Dumbo Gumbo, it is.
Yeah.
It's a Dunning Kruger effect.
Dunning Kruger.
The effect.
Did you watch Attack on Titan
Fuck
when it?
no.
No.
I saw it
watched-
and I was like,
I watched the first season when it was brand new, like everybody else, and then, like with everybody else, like once that was over and we had nothing for like 3 years, they did the new season. I didn't even watch it because I was like, well, it's over for me now. Like I was so excited for that, and like I don't give a shit now. It's been 3 fucking years. Why would I watch more of this?
you see, my biggest issue with it is, and this is a real, so it is one of those nihilistic, fucking, oh, it's Tuesday, 700 people died, whoopsie doodle. It's one of those.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not really a big fan. It's why I don't really like fucking what's the other one? Fucking Death Note. Not a big fan of that one. That one's just depressing.
What about?
Yep, I killed all the criminals in a like 100-mile radius, and you're just like, ugh.
What about? What I'm guessing Goblin Slayer would not be your thing then.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay then. because that was the
Isn't
one
that the
where
one that's like famous for having like the sexual misconduct?
I think the manga did that. Yeah, but yeah, I think there was a bit with some goblins and shit where that kind of happens. So
Okay, I mean, it depends on how it's done, I guess.
I suppose so.
My biggest problem with like the Attack on Titan thing too, and this is like if you're gonna watch a show for like a million hours, you want it to like not hurt your eyeballs. One of the things that like I really didn't like about the art style is the thick fucking outlines.
No, really.
No, I think it looks fucking ugly.
Mm. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I've really seen any of the shows that do it like that.
Yeah, no, it's like ridiculously thick outlines, and I like. It's really difficult for me to, because thick outlines is typically used for like vector cartoons that are like really. It's really difficult for me to like not look at it and be like, eh. I mean, it's kind of like Timmy
I
Turner
heard
gets murdered.
Timmy Turner gets murdered. Fucking hell.
The show, the movie, the show. And I know that like it is a little bit of a fucking whatever. If you like it, it's like the fourth highest grossing fucking anime of all time. Who cares?
Did you? So did you not bother maybe watching the reading the manga then, or is it just not your thing at all?
No. Also, I think
Okay
the
then.
monsters are fucking. Eh. They're giant
What
naked
there
men.
is?
Who gives a shit? Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what?
There's just cooler shit out there. I don't know.
You know, there is actually something interesting about that show. Is did you know that the technology actually advances as time goes on?
Well, I know of a plot twist.
Yeah, I know about it too. We're not going to say out loud in case people want to read this,
Yeah,
but
I know of a plot twist, but that's personally. It's once again, I'm just kind of like, eh. It's one of
yeah.
those things where it's like, man, once you get to season 2, it really gets good. I'm like, man, that means I have to watch a fucking season of bullshit.
Yeah. I stopped watching the moment that it just died the hype because again because these things came out so spread apart like no and you know what also pissed people off with this as well was that they did that stupid thing where when they finally got to the end they labeled it as like the finale. And people that actually read the book are like, there is a lot of stuff they haven't covered yet, and this is nearly over. And it's like, okay, finale part 2. It's like, oh, fine, whatever. Then that plays out as well, and again, people are like, yeah, I'm looking at the watch, I'm checking my watch, I'm looking at the timer. There is still a lot they haven't covered, and then and then eventually, finale, final part. It's like, fuck you. I'm just gonna read the book. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
I don't know. I like, hey, that the upside of me never watching it is I never got fucking cucked by it. So
That's actually the reason why I fell off of anime for a very, very, very long time. Is that because the reason why I didn't like anime for the longest time, aside from the fact that it was all the same horseshit to me, is the fact that when you adapt a manga, you only adapt so much of it. So when I watched I remember watching something called like something Wonderland, which is like a weird prison thing. 2 seasons of that anime, amazing. I really enjoyed it, and then it ended as on a cliffhanger, sort of, kind of. And I'm like, wait, they're still in prison. What's going on? And it's like, oh yeah, they didn't adapt the rest. It's like, well, I'm blue balls now. Like, why?
yeah,
Like, that's the reason
there's a
why.
lot of anime where it's just like, yeah, we're not. It's over. Sorry, no more money, guys.
Yeah, and that's why I don't. I'm in this mentality now where I don't want to watch any show, like especially anime now, because it's like I feel so. I mean, I'm sure I'm pretty much quoting Spoonie here, but like I feel so betrayed when it's over, even if I do enjoy it, because it's like, well, where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of it? So that's why I didn't bother with it for the longest time.
Well, yeah. Well, my thing,
So-
I don't know. Like, once again, like I just there's certain popular shows where I'm like, fuck, that looks really cool. I'm gonna like give that a watch, right? But there's other shows where I'm like, man, that looks fucking dumb. but then a whole bunch of people like it, and I'm like, man, that really does look dumb. And I'm like, I'll give it a shot. I watched 2 episodes. I'm like, fuck me, this is really dumb. And then, turns out, years and years and years later, when that show ends, all the fans are like, they fucked up the ending! And I'm like, man, it's a good thing I thought it was dumb.
There are, and again, I don't want to sound too pessimistic, but there are times when, like, I don't really, like, watch something or do something that's popular. And I feel so, I don't want to say smart, but I feel relieved that I never was part of it. So, like, a good example would be The Last of Us Part 2, you know, the game, where, the main character gets absolutely fucking murdered by that butch lady that everybody fucking hates. And apparently just the game itself is not great. So then when that happens, and I wasn't there for that, I'm like, I feel so relieved that I just wasn't there for part 1, you know?
Yeah.
And again, I know it's not exactly a good mentality to have, but again, I don't have to live with that disappointment that this is how it ended.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh god, I'm trying to think
And
of
I
another
don't
thing.
wanna-
I'm trying to think of like another anime that like everybody. Oh, fucking My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good. Honest to God.
I mean,
First of all, it was fucking impossible to legally acquire on the internet.
Mhm.
And then secondly, like, I don't know, the art style is kind of just not my thing. And then, like, the big buff guy looks really fucking weird. So I was just kind of like,
All
okay.
Might,
I was
yeah.
like, you know what? I'm good. And then, years later, people are like, this show's turning into shit. And I'm like, man, dodged another fucking bullet. Awesome. Fuck yeah.
Another one for me, and I know that you were kind of there for this, was Game of Thrones. Amazing show, apparently. First 3 seasons, and then was it like it really starts to dip at like the 4th season, and the 5th
4th
one
season
is,
was
like,
still okay. 5th season is where it really started to show that the writing was fucking awful. And that's when it had like the highest amount of fans too. And they're like, yes, it's so fucking good. I was like, season 5 kind of fucking blows ass. What are you talking about? It has the
Shit.
famous line, "My pussy." You want pied pussy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm good on this. I don't need this anymore. Which is a shame because like the last like season does have one of the coolest. See, that's the thing though. Whenever something cool happens in like the last few seasons, just Google the clip. Don't actually watch the show because your brain will leak out of your head.
I do remember hearing like the most arrogant thing ever that I think anybody could ever say about a show that they're making, where someone said the finale, the final fight in Game of Thrones will top Helm's Deep, and I guess it didn't.
There's a few fights at the end of Game of Thrones that are actually kind of cool. Like when they fight like the kid that fucking tortures people at like the battle of fucking White Run. There we go. Fucking Skyrim now.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. There's a fight where Jaime Lannister and the one guy who fucking survived the entire fucking show being just a massive bastard. You know, the guy that's like, the walls are impervious. give me a few lads and some rope. I'll impregnate the bitch. Impregnable, that's what it was. But yeah. That fucking guy, like, fucking gets on a massive trebuchet, or like one of those like
a catapult thing.
One of those catapult things, and fires a fucking javelin into one of the dragons, and you're just like, fuck yes. Like that whole scene is really well done.
Mm-hmm.
It's really well done, and you're like, fuck me.
It's just got
good
shitty writing.
Yeah.
I heard someone describe it as because apparently there's a documentary that's like the behind the scenes of the making of Game of Thrones, where it actually like talks about all like the actors, the prop people, like basically everybody that isn't the writers. And I heard that those behind the scenes are actually really fun to watch because everybody that's like involved in it is like really having a good time. And then you realize that this is what someone described to me as, where it's like you just realize like, oh yeah, it's just the shitty writers just wanting to move on with their lives, you know.
Yeah, the writers
So
were kind of done, and then like there were a few actors that were just kind of like, I want my contract with this to be done, please.
well, were there also like actors in retrospect where you could tell in interviews they were kind of hinting at, yeah, this isn't going to be good, guys. Try not to hype it up too much.
My favorite one was them accidentally leaving a fucking Starbucks cup in a scene.
Did they actually do that?
Yeah, they actually did that, and then like they had him on a fucking talk show, and they're just like, oh, that's fucking embarrassing.
Game of Thrones. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, I see it. That's fucking hilarious. It was season 8. Jesus Christ, how long did this show go on for?
8 seasons.
Whoa. You know what I might, I am thinking about doing since you talked about doing this as a goof, which is why don't we watch all of them before they get shit?
No, I told you what. Like, see what you do. What you do is you watch Game of Thrones, but then you skip all of the Daenerys stuff.
Oh
Because,
yeah, that's
first
what
of
we
all,
started doing, didn't we?
the actress is not that great, and like later projects fucking shows that I'm right. Secondly, for some reason, people got it into their heads that she's a good guy. She's not a good guy. She's evil. She's evil as fuck.
Everyone's fucking evil in that show.
Yes, but like she's really fucking evil. It's like she uses the most cruel fucking violence to get what she wants, more so than anyone else. Like she's out of her fucking tit. And people at the time were like, "Oh my god, she's a freedom fighter. She's freeing all the slaves." I'm like, "This lady's fucking evil. You do realize that, right? She's like the villain." No, she's a great lady, and like, okay, if you want to interpret it that way, and then when she's actually doing evil shit, like at the end, you're like, everyone was blindsided by it. I'm like, this isn't even like a fucking go read the books thing. Did you not see what she's been doing the entire time?
I don't think people understand what sometimes that was actually a thing I've been thinking about was I actually don't know that people actually understand what evil actually is. Because I'll give you an example of another show. Was do you remember that really shitty like Suicide Squad film? Mm-hmm. The one with Jared Leto. I remember people were commenting, being like, "Oh man, like he's actually playing like a real psychopath. This is crazy." I'm like, you have no idea what real psychopaths are like.
Okay, fantastic example. The guy who kind of started the Civil War. His name was John Brown. He was an extremist, right? What he wanted to do was create slave revolutions across the entire United States. And the first one failed so spectacularly that he ended up getting killed for it. So what happened was they went to like a National Guard armory, like some kind of like, receptacle for like weapons, right? Yeah. And during like an ambush where they did that, and they wanted to like arm a shitload of slaves to like, rise up, he ends up killing like a whole bunch of people that aren't slavers and also a few slaves in the process. So then nobody wants to join him, and then the military just shows up, lights him on, like his guys on fire, and then kills everyone. And then as he's getting hanged, he's like, "I have no regrets, motherfucker." This is, even though like he had good intentions, he was fucking like he was an insane person.
That's hilarious.
Like, say what you will, like what inevitably transpired from what he did is a positive. Like, not really. It caused the Civil War too. Like, yeah, like eventually, yes, slaves were freed in the United States. I will say one thing though. That guy was not right in the fucking head. And for anyone to be like, "Oh yeah, we need more of those," dude, like...
Think for a second.
Yeah. do you really want somebody like that, but with a machine gun? Like, that's not, dude.
Yeah.
When he started his crusade, most abolitionists are like, we're gonna be secret, and stealthy and sneaky. He killed a man. I believe he killed 7 men to death with fucking sabers just at night. He just bum rushed them and killed them. Like,
Mental.
so when you look at Daenerys Targaryen, and she's like, I'm freeing the slaves. And you just see all of the smoldering corpses of, like, the guys who are running the infrastructure of the city. And then, like, 2 episodes later, they're like, all of the slaves are angry at me and they're trying to revolt. It's like, yeah, you removed the power structure and now there's a power vacuum. You fucking idiot. Do you not know how... Even other characters are like, you shouldn't have killed them, but they're slavers, and it's like, yes, but they were the people that were in charge, and outside of slavery, they were also doing, like, the dock work, the shipyards, the fucking, like, the grain receptacles. You just let everybody go ham the second that you killed them, creating a massive power vacuum. And then the slaves that she freed are, like, bum rushing the capital and trying to murder her. So, yeah. So, yeah, you're just like, this is not A, a smart character, or B, a good character, and C, not really a well-acted character either. Because it's really funny that she's blonde, but she has, like, caterpillar dark fucking eyebrows, which looks really weird.
Yeah. Well, when does this season get bad? Because it's 8 seasons, so when does this get bad then?
I would say, 6. Yeah, 6 is pretty rough. 6 is...
So
5 is where the writing starts to dip. 6 is where you're like, whoa, what the fuck am I watching?
I remember when the... I'm trying to think what it was now. Fuck, what was I going to say now?
Which is a shame, too. You want to know why it's a shame, too? One of the best villains of Game of Thrones is in those seasons.
No, really?
There's a fucking, like, basically, like, a beggar guy uses religion in order to become, like, a powerful Pope-esque figure.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting a lot of people killed and a lot of people, like, fucked over and shit. And he's great. He's also played by a really famous British guy that I can't remember at the top of my head. You know that one guy that in the James Bond where it's like the media mogul?
Oh, yeah.
I want newspapers. It's him playing an evil pope.
That's hilarious.
Which is great.
How old is that guy?
No idea.
Fucking hell. All right, then. Maybe I'll be a dickhead and just watch, like, the good ones then.
Yeah, no, like, whenever we were watching it, we were like, man, the Tyrion stuff... All of the Lannister shenanigans are fucking great. And then everything else kind of isn't really that good. Like, they don't... But you know what's another problem? You know how you're like, man, they're really slowly building up these, like, fucking, like, ice zombies.
Yeah.
See, the problem is that the build is so fucking slow that when they actually do show up and then immediately lose, you're just kind of like, oh... We spent all of that time setting them up only for them to get, like, Brendan Fraser the mummied, like, instantly.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like...
Oh, well.
Maybe one day... They're gonna kill everyone!
Maybe one day I'll set aside time to watch this. I do remember the initial social reaction to when the Red Wedding came out.
I'm going to tell you this. Tywin Lannister is the best character in Game of Thrones because he is really fucking cool. He is a massive bastard. See, I can get behind him being a massive bastard because the guy that plays him can fucking act.
Yeah.
Also, when he does bastard shit, it's not because of his incompetence, it's because of his intelligence.
Right.
Because, like, a lot of... Oh, God. You would think that... You would think that after What's-Her-Face learned the lesson of, I don't like you at all. Yeah, you freed me, but you're the reason why, like, my entire tribe is dead. I was fucking, like, raped in a back alley, like, 50 times by these fucking, like, Mongol bastards. Well, I hate you. I hate you, and I basically killed your husband. Fuck you. I killed your husband and your baby. And the lesson that everyone should have learned here was, oh yeah, she would be, like, evil and benefiting from evil. What everybody took from it was, I mean, get fucking witch lady's a bitch. Fucking burn her. Good. Good. What the lesson here is that this child that is, like, not in the realm of fucking reality because she had a silver spoon up most of her ass. She sucks.
Right,
and she doesn't
right.
understand the ramifications of, like, what her power does to people.
Gotcha. All right then. Well, yeah, maybe one day I'll go out my way to watch it. I'm probably like 10 years too late, but never say never.
It's better than, I don't know, fucking Voyager.
Anything else right now? Yeah.
It's better than Voyager, I guess. I mean,
But yeah, I actually had something I wanted to touch upon, which we talked about this off camera, but I wanted to bring it up. So I've now, ever since I started telling people in my day-to-day life that I'm doing a comic book, there are two types of people that respond to it. There's type A and type B. Type A are the people where they'll acknowledge what you're doing, and they'll either say, yo, that looks cool. Dude, I actually want to read this when it comes out. And even if they're not interested, they'll be like, yeah, it's not really my thing, but I wish you the best of luck. So, they acknowledge, like, what you're doing, basically, creatively. Mm-hmm. Type B are the type of people where their response is, oh, cool, you reckon you'll make money doing this? And that's it. Like, they don't care about, like, the characters, they don't care, which is basically a roundabout way of saying, hey, I don't give a shit about what you're making, but I do want to be your friend in case you become a millionaire. Is how I interpret it.
I think it's
you don't think so?
I think in some regards.
I think you really don't think it's that?
No, I think in some regards it's just like, whenever, like, you want to become an artist.
Yeah.
Anybody with brains would be like, son, can you make money with it? Can you pay for rent doing that? You shouldn't quit your day job, son.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I know it's like a normal thing to be like, you reckon this will, like, succeed? I hope this succeeds.
Somebody's looking at the Loopy Bunny and being like, so do you think that this is gonna make money? There's that one, and then there are other, like, if somebody is really greedy, they don't go out of the gate with that kind of thing.
I don't know, man.
No, when people are greedy, they're like, yo, that's really good, dude. Like, yeah, that's great. We should go eat out and fucking talk about it. You should pay for it though, but you like.
Well, I mean, most of these people I talk to are people at work, but like, I wouldn't. But again, like, maybe it is. I mean, there is obviously the natural. I mean, it is natural for it to be like, will this make money? And my general response is, well, there's only one way to find out.
I have the sneaking suspicion that if they were cool before you even fucking started doing this shit, that, like, the odds are good that they'll be fine. You have to remember. You have to remember too that, like, in the world of, like, fucking, like, comics, like, historically just don't really make that much money.
Especially nowadays, yeah, but which is kind of funny that we're doing this, but
well, no, companies don't. If it's just two guys,
yeah.
if it hits right, it's really good, and it makes a fuckload of money. But the moment that it actually becomes an industry thing, you want to switch. You want to make that switch from the comic industry to the film and television industry very fucking quickly. I mean, for fuck's sake, look at like Invincible, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Comics, and that comic in particular, not doing so well. Show, one of the biggest things ever.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's like the quality has dipped, by season 4, but yeah, I mean, it is successful. So That does actually make me wonder when it comes, because like Marvel films, for example, and I guess some DC films are, they make money. I mean, you get like chuckle fucks like going to see it that aren't even readers, which makes me wonder, like, are comics kind of a blueprint when it comes to actually making stuff sometimes? If that makes any sense.
What they are is a niche medium that. What they are is a very niche medium, and the reason why is because most people perceive them as like a children's thing, in the United States at least, and most movies come from the United States.
I see.
Now, the only comics that are really big in the United States are superhero comics, and there's an entire history about that. Like, comic books were banned for a period of time because of like a murder that happened, and they blamed the comic book industry instead of the murderers. Because one of the guys that drew Superman did the fucking art for a BDSM book, and that's it. Like, okay, so they were banned for a while, then they came back because when comics did start coming back, you couldn't have like noir comics or like science fiction comics or anything cool like that. You had to have two types. You either had war comics or superheroes that were boring comics.
Yeah.
And the industry lapped on to the superhero comics because you can only do so much with conflict before it starts getting a little repetitive.
I suppose so, yeah.
So, comic books, but here's the thing, once again, they're kind of like a childish niche thing, and most people are like, you're in your 50s and you're reading comic books? What are you, a dullard? What are you, dumb? A stoop?
Yeah.
And, you see, the problem is that the kids that did read that in defiance grew up, and they're like, it'd be a fucking great movie. And then they made the movies, and some of them were good. Most of them were terrible.
Yeah, they don't always hit, do they? So
yeah, and then meanwhile, by the way, this doesn't apply to Europe or Japan either.
Okay, so how do they fare then?
Europe and Japan never had fucking massive bans on comic shit. So that's how you get Snowpiercer, and Snowpiercer was a fucking graphic novel. You have and that's not a superhero thing at all. Or famous example, what do you think one of the top 3 fucking selling comic books of all time is?
Oh, was it Detective Comics?
No, Asterix.
Oh my god, yeah.
Asterix is one of the because everybody keeps thinking about superheroes and the fucking America. Asterix has been read by literally everyone on the fucking planet at least once.
I mean, dude, fucking yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, I mean, I knew what Asterix was as a child, you know? And I remember seeing, and I saw at least one book, yeah.
And you know what's even bigger internationally than most American comics? Fucking Tintin.
Yeah, and I knew what Tintin was as well, yeah.
And apparently what is it? It fluctuates, but typically it's somewhere in the top 3. The highest sold manga of all time is Golgo 13, which is basically just James Bond lost his shit and now he's just sniping people.
Yeah, and one of the biggest mangas in Japan, no one's even heard of it outside the country, really.
Well, a lot of people in Europe and shit have, just not in the States.
That blew my mind when I saw that he beat Dragon Ball. I think it's still in front of Dragon Ball as well.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's fucking heard of it outside of I mean, you just said that, but yeah.
Dude, the fucking guy who made it died a few years ago, and it still sells more than fucking Dragon Ball, dude.
Well, he has a team. Well, he actually made sure that he had a team that was still dedicated, because he actually said that. Because I was actually reading about a bit of the history behind it, where he said that at one point he considered ending it, but then he was like, you know what? I genuinely think that this manga belongs to the people, so I'm actually got a team that's going to carry on without me.
Yeah.
And
it would be such a difficult plot to continue.
Well, aren't they kind of weirdly self-contained in a way? Because I mean, he's been going since the 70s.
Some of them have some overarching plots. It's 60s. It came out in 68.
Yeah. Which
67, 68, yeah. So that's been around for, God, yeah, quite a bit.
yeah. Word of warning for some people, we already touched upon this, but if you do decide to watch the anime, just know that it fluctuates between quality. Yeah, we're
Just
not, we're
know
not
that
going to
if
go
you
into
want to
that.
read it, most of it's in Japanese.
Yeah, like this is generally a hard manga to get a hold of.
It's because it just doesn't work in English, really. It kind of does because it's like the only actual like James Bond anime.
Yeah, which is also an interesting note to touch upon is the fact that the guy in question also did James Bond manga before he did his own thing.
Yeah, and then he realized nobody else is doing this. I could do
Yeah.
this. And then he did.
What if
And then it sold gangbusters.
man? What a fucking like that like that's an example of a guy who sees the writing on like not maybe not the writing on the wall, but he's like, wait a minute, I could be the guy that does this. Like to me, that's like if I was like, you man, this Dragon Ball thing's really popular. No one's doing it outside of here in the UK. What if I just made my own? I'm sure that's probably hard to do because probably everyone's fucking doing that now. But like, yeah, that's like an example, you know.
The flow of this comic panel is fucked because it makes you think that you need to like read like this.
Do you wanna change it?
Yeah.
You know, actually, you know what you could do is you see that panel, the top left, it's like mid left, where she's like, you see like an overhead view of her face. Shall we delete that?
Oh, I'm gonna change like some of that shit around.
Okay. So this page has a very funny history behind it. Should I go into it or?
Oh, was it like? Yeah, like I'm gonna show this to like a whole bunch of my friends and shit. I was like,
No,
you know,
not quite.
I, I was like,
Okay.
maybe not this page to start with, bro.
No. So what happened was we were making the trailer for the Indiegogo campaign, and you said to me, "Hey, get some footage of you, like doing the 3D models." And for some stupid reason, because this was like the page I was at, it was that page, and I didn't think twice of how that would look. And you was like, "Dude, what the fuck? We can't use this."
Dude, you gave me an hour of like a lady's crotch in another lady's face. I can't use that for an advertisement. You goon.
Yeah. I can't. I didn't really. It was one of those like I had like such a fucking.
All right, we need to make an actual really hard decision on Hunni Bunni real quick.
Yes.
Does she have? Does she have a flat hairline, or does she have a widow's peak hairline?
Okay. What's Widow's Peak?
Okay, so this is a flat hairline, right?
Yeah.
This would be a widow's peak hairline.
I personally think it would be a Widow's Peak.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's
yeah.
what we're going with. That this is a decision that's happening now. So that way, if she's ever flopped upside down again.
Let me look up Widow's Peak on other like cartoons. Like
The famous one is Vegeta, but that's like an insanely high widow's peak.
me hang on, drawing.
It was just like Dracula.
You know what? No, make it flat.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm looking at other examples. I'm like, yeah, no. It's a good
Okay.
thing you fucking asked me about that.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, there's gonna be some times where her hair flops up.
Yeah. Just looks like a fucking serial killer in that doorway.
Oh,
You know
God!
she looks like there. You know those like yokai that you see in Japan.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds it's giving me like a yokai. Like I feel like Junji Ito would be like, I'm gonna have a fucking evil rabbit or something.
You know what? God, what was the line? It was fucking. One of my favorite cartoons ever is a cartoon that the creator fucking hates, which is fucking Clown Robbery.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah, Clown Robbery is a Zach Hadel cartoon where it's like, oh God,
Does he hate
hey
that?
there, lady, looks like you could use a makeover.
Wait, Zach hates that video?
Yeah, he fucking hates that video.
Huh. I think that video is
That
hilarious.
that video is fucking hilarious. Hey there, mister. It looks like you can use makeover. Blah, blah.
Blah, blah. I like when he like kills a lady and everyone's just like clapping.
Wow, what a neat trick. I love clowns.
Good. Honey Bunny, here I kill again. Boogity woogity woo. In this world.
Is the destiny of mankind not a sandwich or a fucking soup? Time will tell. But one thing is certain. You need a spoon.
Oh, since our last recording, so earlier today, I checked in on Count Dankler after I unsubscribed from him. And he did a video that was about, like, dumb military experiments. But I was like, that's not what I care about. I want to see what his advertisement is.
It
and,
was the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just as cringe as the last time.
I left a comment on there. I was like, ew, gross. What's next? Sports gambling? Yucky. And I got a few likes on that comment too, because other people are like, what the fuck is this advertising?
Oh yeah, like we're not the only ones. Like even on the news video, I saw some comments be like, again with the supplements. But okay,
Dude, it's not even the fact that he's like, look at this professional doctor, and it's literally like AI. It's like not even.
Oh yeah, I mean the first one he did, like the video had like an AI generated like soldier man. I'm like, yeah, because I trust the guy.
The guys in the videos that are talking, it's the guy's face, but what they're saying and the lips moving. That's all of that's AI. That's not real.
Oh, that's fake?
Yes, none of that's real. Like, just listen to it again. Listen to it again. You're gonna listen to it. You're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, that is just. This is a fucking like that. Possibly, an AI scam video in Minecraft."
Dude, like that's insane to me because, I mean, I watched the video and I'm like, okay, this is just like snake oil shit. I'm not like gonna like bother, but. The fact that, because I saw the one where it's like the AI generated image of like the soldier man, but the fact that those videos of the people talking are like, so they're definitely fake then.
Definitely fake, 100%. Yeah,
that's insane.
Like so they do the same shit with like the fucking insurance scams where like a cop is like, the thing that they're not telling you is that you can actually drive around without insurance if you sign up for this thing, and you're like, this is because it's like a guy in a car talking, so that way the audio can sound like shit.
Yeah.
So that way they can distort, like, when the AI fucks up. It's literally the same thing.
Man, I'm getting... it's honestly making me depressed because, like, getting to the point...
I really liked his shit, but now it's just kind of like... Not only that, like, some of his, like, racy and, like, religious-y jokes are going a little bit too fucking far.
He's really pushing the... he's really, like, taking it.
He's taking it a little bit too far, and he's the kind of guy where if we get, like... I guarantee you, if he heard us talking about this, he'd be like, fucking pussies. And you know what? That's a shame. I would heavily, like... You're in a crucial point in time right now where you might actually want to, like, tone it down just a little bit. And it's not because, we're fucking wimps. It's because a lot of the OG fucking fans of yours are going like, what the fuck is this? And, I mean, I have a fan base. I want to keep... Bases. I built that fan base naturally over time. They're a fan base that really fucking appreciates what I make. If tomorrow I started selling supplements and said, go fuck yourselves, original fan base, I don't care what you say about it.
Well, that's what I call the bigger than Jesus mentality, because I think some people peak and then they peak in a way where they think they're untouchable. It's like, no, anybody can fall apart.
Dude, if fucking Blockbuster could fall, anything can. If you think like, oh, it's a perfectly established brand that's untouchable. No, you could fuck it up.
I mean, dude, didn't you have a thing in America called Tower Records?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and that was like a big like shock for what I've gathered from what I've seen online. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like again, like I mean, dude, there's a fucking Tower Records advertisement in like Crazy Taxi, so I know that that thing was big. But like, again, like I mean, that's also a thing too, where like if we ever get popular, let's say this, for example, like I hope that we have like a still like a head on our shoulders to realize how good we have it if this does actually go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I will say this right now, and I've said it again, and people can quote us if this actually happens. Like, we're not going to accept any advertisements in regards to like any snake oil shit. We're not going to do gambling and probably not like stupid mobile shit.
Subscription services for food, fuck off.
Yeah. So, and
Go,
you know
like,
what?
get off. If you can spend more money having dumb shit delivered to your house and then you complain about how much money that you have, you're lazy. Go outside, go to fucking like whatever store is closest to you and get it yourself, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to say this right now. If in 5 years' time or whenever it happens, we somehow end up doing that, like taking those advertisements, you can quote us on this podcast right now, and that's when you can realize how much of a shill we became. Because we're saying this right now, we're not doing
like
it.
this is gonna be this is gonna be the clutch time capsule moment.
Exactly, yeah.
Either A, it turns out that like we're gonna like have the best reputations of all time, or B, we're gonna turn into Andrew Tate, but worse.
God. Yeah,
and then
no,
you could
fuck that.
you just fucking clip that clip. But no,
You know,
I would never
yeah.
fucking like. I would never
You-
fucking advertise that shit. It's fucking garbage.
No, eat shit. But can I say one thing though? When it comes to like crush moments of like, when someone declares they won't do this, you know, when loot boxes were a thing in video games. There's a favorite one where the guy who was the director of Payday 2 said we'll never have loot boxes, and then like cut to 2 years later, they have loot boxes, and there's a funny screen cap on Google that shows those articles back to back in the search engine, and I'm like, yeah. That's why whenever like I see games now that are coming out, like even ones that are like doing good right now, like the pessimist side of me is always like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna play this game because I am just gonna wait for the update where everything fucks up.
You know, once again, like, unless somebody pulls a rug over my eyes and like commissions me to draw like an advertisement for something like that, that's me getting swindled. That's different.
Right, right.
That would be like if somebody took my art, threw it into a fucking AI, and then said, "This is mine," and also supplements. Yeah, I have no control over that, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing. But if I was like, if one day, me, Daniel, woke up and I just went, you know what? Fuck the good of humanity and my fellow man. I want to get rich, and then I just started selling. I don't know, omega-3 acids or whatever.
Yeah.
Kill me, like actually, like just show up, do it.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, as I said,
I would believe that would be the supplements or the gambling. Like if I was just like, yeah, and you know, if you fucking love sports, you know, you could easily, and then you gotta get the help the help me hotline because here's the suicide hotline too, just in case. Like, blah, 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 blah.
I think the funniest moment I think the funniest thing I ever saw when it came to an advertisement was when you told me about that one podcast where I don't know if they were drinking Soylent, but like they drank something and they immediately like coughed it up because it was like gross.
Yeah, I love that one. That one was great. That's the Painkiller podcast. They had like this fucking liquid Soylent shit,
Yeah.
and like they're like, good. It really, oh man, it feels like my teeth are being a sieve right now.
Yeah.
That's all the nutrients coming through my gums. Holy shit, that's the worst fucking product ever. Yeah, no, I don't care if we have to give them their fucking money back. That's shit. We're not selling that. We're not selling that shit anymore.
Yeah. You do have to be careful though, because I mean, for all we know, we probably already fucked ourselves saying this, but like you do generally have to be careful when you accept advertisements because it could actually fuck you like in more ways than one. Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. We don't have any advertising right now. Like, let's say that like for instance, the comedian Tom Segura fucked up a deal with McDonald's.
Yeah.
He got a sponsorship from McDonald's, and then he made a joke that had absolutely nothing to do about McDonald's, but it was like punching babies and throwing them in a meat grinder or something. And then they were like, "We heard your joke. We heard your quote unquote joke, and we want all of the money that we gave you back because we don't have like trust and faith in you as an advertising thing." And you know what? I'm like, the moment that somebody controls what I get to say and not say is
Yeah.
it really would be the moment that I sell out. Like, I don't use that term lightly. I don't use that term lightly because, if it's something that somebody wants to do, and it doesn't really fuck with the core belief, like, like, what was it? Johnny Rotten did a fucking butter commercial.
Yeah.
But it is one of the funniest fucking commercials I've ever actually seen because it does have that punk kind of like, fuck England, here's butter. Like, you're like, nice. I actually like that. That's funny.
Well, the hilarious thing about the advert was people were like, "Well, I thought you was a fucking punk. I thought this was beneath you." It's like, well, I'm a punk, which means I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's like,
hey, I'm a punk. You can't tell me what to do. He doesn't even fight. He's such of a punk. He doesn't like being classified as one. So that's like,
oh yeah, that's like pure punk. It's like, hey, you're a punk. It's like, go fuck yourself.
I'm not a fucking punk, you asshole. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
No, but no, those butter commercials, because but then you have something like, fucking Kevin Fart doing like, fucking sports gambling. That's selling your soul. That's dumb.
But yeah, eat shit. Yeah.
You already have almost a fucking $1 billion. Mm-hmm. You have a ridiculous amount of money. Why gambling? Why gambling? Because gambling is for the fucking rich and for the fucking like desperate, and the people who are desperate get fucked over the most by it.
Of course, yeah. Like, even if they win the jackpots, like their brain is so their brain is so wired to keep going that they lose it again. Yeah,
dude.
God.
People control the fucking results, dude. I'm sorry. Gambling is a fucking lie. It's a sham. Like, you know what? Like, lottery. Who controls the actual like ball drop?
Yeah, good point.
Who controls the ball drop? Seriously, it's the fucking lottery company. And now, am I accusing the lottery of fucking lying? Well, it depends on which lottery we're talking about. I might be talking about my grandma's, but legally speaking, you do realize that they could just film ping pong balls all day until they get the numbers they want, and then just play that footage.
Yeah.
Oh, but that would be cheating. It's the lottery. You have a 1 in 1 billion chance of winning.
Of course, yeah.
That's why I like, at least with the Moneyball bullshit, I could kind of see, because they have quote unquote integrity on that. Why the fuck would anybody do scratch off tickets?
Yeah.
Dude, not only do they dictate how many people win that by having a set amount of winning tickets, they get to choose where those fucking tickets go.
Well, yeah, they could probably refuse if they decide to.
You want to know what my fucking game theory is? You want to know what my secret cabal bullshit theory is?
What's that?
Have you ever so? Let's say that somebody quote unquote wins the lottery, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's to say that a company just does like, oh, there's a winner fucking every day. Look, they're like, look at all of these winners. What's to say that they're just not like random extras or, somebody that they took a picture of with a big fucking check. And then they're like, all right, cool. Thank you. Here's your $30. Bye. And then,
just like, pretend. Yeah.
Yeah. They just pretend that they're actually giving out money. You don't know. Yeah. You didn't win. You never won the lottery. This could be 100% of fucking the lottery police might show up and be like, we've been hearing rumors that you've been talking about the fake pictures.
Yeah.
It's fucking. The fact that the reason why my state in particular has one of the higher state budgets on education is because of the lottery should tell you that is a bullshit fucking tax on the stupid.
What? Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. Now, we had a bit of a rant there, didn't we?
All in all, to say fuck Count Dankula. He needs to stop doing that specific fucking thing. It's not a good look, and it's gonna put you in a direction that you're gonna hate in fucking 4 years.
Yeah, and on top of that too, like given what we know about your life and in terms of jobs, like this is the moment where you should probably decide like maybe I should do this one. Like as they say, maybe take the L now because you've already like committed to those 2 videos. But this is like the one time where you're like you really should probably consider not doing this one again.
Yeah, it's like
because you can't. I mean, we already
like when
talked about
people
the reason why,
dude. This is an actual fucking statement. This Mr. Dank, Mr. Scotsman who did the funny. Listen, this is akin to doing the honey advertisements.
Yes,
But unlike the honey advertisements, where it did in some way, shape, or form benefit people, this is literally snake oil, dude. And
it is.
in about 2 or 3 years, when people get horrible fucking illnesses from this fucking shit that you're selling, because they looked at your video and they were like, well, if he fucking buys it.
Oh, I can guarantee you.
This is bad. This is really fucking bad. You should probably... I understand that money's probably tight, but listen, dude, there's other ways.
Oh, I can guarantee you. Like, I can guarantee, like, it's a bit like when there's been, like with Hunni, for example. Yeah, people were getting called out, like, YouTubers. And then I can guarantee you that when the shit hits the fan, when this, like, supplement thing is, like, really bad, like, his face is going to be in the thumbnails of people that, like, shield for it.
Yeah, and then they're going to, like, CGI your teary face, and then the every single video is going to say over ? With flaming backgrounds.
Yeah, it's so over.
He's done. He's done.
I've been thinking
he's Dunning Kruger.
Yeah, I've been thinking recently about shit like that. That's like the popular thing on YouTube. Do you generally feel like the English language is getting ruined in the last like 5 years by just like stupid trends? Because
I don't think so.
I hate. You don't think so? Because every time I hear the word situation, I just think of like the situation is crazy, kind of thing. So that's not. So you don't think that at all?
No, I don't think the English language is messed up. Because as much as people like to funny haha laugh, you see the issue is that if you talk like that, your job opportunities are going to be fucking abysmal.
Right.
Eventually, people are going to figure out, if I learn this bullshit like business talk that all of my superiors have, maybe I can bullshit my way to the top like they did.
So what you're saying is that if you learn how to talk like the Gen Z fuckers, then you might actually help yourself.
No, if you learn how to talk like a fucking like businessman, like instead of saying like, "Oh man, I think we're fucked," or "Oh fuck, it's 6-7," you say, "It appears to us that our current projection rates are slowly on the decline, but I believe in the next quarter we might be fine."
So, well, I mean, okay, that I understand, but I was on about like the social aspect. But I was on about the social aspect of like when someone's like, "I'm gonna crash out," like
who cares?
Right.
That's just one of those things where it's just like, okay, and I mean, dude, do you know what fucking 60s lingo was?
No.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly, he got one good finger, he shoot Coca-Cola. Like, a lot of those are like slang terms for shit, and you're just like, oh, fuck, yeah, no, if the English language still exists now, the 60s were fucked.
I suppose that's a good point. When this is, by the way, when we're done, do you want me to? Because I just realised you're slowly actually creeping up these pages I'm doing now. Do you want me to like put these in a zip file and I send it you later through the doc?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad I figured
make
out.
sure that they're updated. Like,
Yeah.
just say in the file name updated.
Oh yeah, I'll probably say updated with new models or something akin to that.
Call it updated, and then if you ever do an updated again after that, that's when you call it updated 2.
Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, given what we're doing recently, you should know what this is as well when I put the updated in.
Well,
So,
you
yeah.
just put updated and then the subject line of what it is. So, like, post, like, whatever.
Okay. Now, do you want me to still send it as if they're like images, like PNGs, or should I also send them as like Photoshop files too?
Mm-hmm.
Or should I just do whatever? Like, what are you thinking? Because by and large, you've said like, do it as just images because you could work with that, providing that I keep in the bleeding like outlines.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so just PNGs then. All right,
Yeah.
no worries. Okay.
Mainly because it's easier for me to work with, because then I don't have to open up 2 different fucking file types.
Okay. I think we might make that. I think we might make August.
I think so.
Yeah.
I looked at a calendar and I saw how much fucking time that actually is, and I've seen how much we've already done. I'm like, oh, dude, yeah.
I still think once you finish your other thing, I hope that you can at least take like maybe a day on your own to do a bit more, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, also something I need to bring up to you. Did you know that I have this Monday coming up? I have off because bank holiday.
Yay.
So what I want to ask you is, I mean, I could probably ask this off camera too, but like, do you want to do Hunni Bunni on Monday, or are you doing your own thing on Monday?
I mean, I'm gonna do my own thing like right after this, but like, yeah.
Right. Because obviously, I want to have as much free time on the Hunni Bunni as humanly possible.
Well, I mean, today and tomorrow, I'm gonna be working on my shit.
Okay. I'll be going to my sister's tomorrow, which that reminds me, I need to figure out if I'm taking the gun around or not, the light gun.
I mean, you can play. Okay, so like, if you want to do like light gun games, I mean, Hogan's Alley is really good.
Oh, I have them. I have all the kids ones now. Yeah.
Yeah. Shooting Gallery. Konami's Shooting Gallery is pretty fun.
Yeah.
To the Earth, To the Earth is really good.
Yeah.
Because that was just like spaceships and shit.
Yeah, because I tried to text her now, but she's been a bit awkward right now. So.
Oh, she'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. It's so weird that like that's a type of game that kind of got killed, and we have the technology.
I think it's the problem of like, is it profitable in a sense? I mean, because here's the thing, like, there's nothing on PS5 right now or Xbox Series X, that has that, and it also raised the question too of like, do we actually manufacture like a gun, or do we just use like, because apparently Time Crisis 1 is coming to the PS5, but like the way it's going to work is you can use the PS5 like controller, I think, as the gun.
Ew. I know what you're talking about, and I know why. I know how it looks. They hold it sideways. Hey, remember the Nintendo 64 controller that everyone made fun of? Remember how it had that middle stick where it had like a gun grip with a trigger?
Yeah.
Hey guys, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the verdict is on that, but I mean, here's the thing: we're in a world now where the PS5 got a price hike, so it's at like $900,000. It's like $900 now.
$900,000. It might as well be.
Yeah, and it's getting to the point where gaming is almost becoming a rich man's game. So, I actually generally think, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I fucking want more light gun games for selfish reasons because of this gun I've got now, but I think there is that reality too of like, is this fucking thing going to even be like profitable for like the general masses?
You see, when you have a console that has a shitload of games, right?
Yeah.
You can offset the loss of the price of the game with the amount of games being produced and the licensing fees that come from that, right? Now, here's the problem. When every single company is bogged down by bullshit, and every single company is also greedy as fuck and only wants to have, like, one game on the fucking market, all of a sudden, that business model
Yeah.
doesn't quite work anymore. And it also doesn't make the price of the console become more expensive. No games justifies none of that price.
Right.
And,
Right.
there are already examples of this shit existing. It was like the Neo Geo. It was the Jaguar 64. Well, that just didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Hey. Go on.
No, the Neo Geo machine, like, that thing was like $700. Same thing with the Philips CDI. That game console, when it came out, was so fucking expensive, no one could buy it. So guess what
Yeah.
happened to them? They both died and never came back. Oh,
Yeah. Oh shit! The creator of He-Man died.
the original one?
Yeah, 91. Yeah, Roger Sweet. Yeah.
91. Oh, you mean the movie?
No. 91. Like the old man from 19, who was born 1935, is dead.
Oh, he
Like
died
the
at
original
91.
He-Man.
Oh, that's a good run.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you
I mean,
for
dude.
giving us. Thank you for giving us the gayest show ever made.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, before we continue, so I got this page here. I'm actually thinking. You see this like sequence right here where she's flipping and lands here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually thinking of deleting this one here and then having this be like the landing.
Yeah.
So let me just put this here. Also, another thing I want to say as well is, so I've done all these pages here. What's coming up next is the hack stuff, but this is actually like a kind of an older, out-of-date page right here, semi-out-of-date. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to delete this shack right here, and I'm going to put like Witch's Hut, Hag's Hut, or something like that in distance.
The word shack got fucked up for me recently.
How so?
There's a Napoleonic era hat called a shako,
Yeah.
and my friend gave my character a shako because in the D&D game that we run, they went to an amusement park called Schlackos.
Tacos.
Yeah. And when you get the VIP treatment, you get a shako. You get a Schlacko.
I was expecting the VIP treatment to go elsewhere when you said that.
Also, the company is like a varnish company that apparently like owns everything though, because they had a whole bunch of money and they bought investments back in the yesteryear.
Okay.
Typical cyberpunk bullshit. But the thing that's really funny about it is that it has its own Mickey Mouse. It has it has Schlossum, the Schlacko opossum.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The only reason why this got developed is because my character, like, almost every other fucking character in, like, any cyberpunk game hates corporations. I went in the complete opposite direction. I had my character go like, I fucking love fucking Schlackoland, we gotta go!
That's good.
The entry fee is only like 30 credits. I'm paying 1,000 credits for the fucking VIP. Why do you like Schlackoland so much? This is Schlacko World. Schlacko Land is on Floridia Prime.
I do like when that happens with D&D. I mean, I only had like a small experience with D&D since I can just never get into games no more. But
if you know that it's a thing that the DM didn't fucking flesh out,
you can like work with it.
He can work with it on the fly and fuck around as long as it's not too insane. The idea of in the future there's a company called Schlacko.
I think my favorite like improv thing I ever did was there was that one game we had where I had a character called Timothy,
Yeah.
and then like I think he was from like a rich family if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But then I like improvised when someone asks like how many family members do you have, and I says, well, there's my cousin Tim Shady or something like that.
Tim Shady.
Yeah.
Timothy.
Ugh.
Tim.
Man,
Peru.
I really wish I could play D&D, but it's never going to be a thing anymore. So I think that dream's dead now.
I mean,
It's over. It's over.
It wouldn't
Lips.
be an insanely difficult thing for me to run. Just know that you might not get the best story out of it, because typically I do dungeon crawlers. Hey,
Whatever,
stop,
man.
stop. Sorry, my cat was eating my chair, which means he's probably hungry.
Man, I'll probably take anything because it's not like I can even play the fucking thing. So
Yeah. Well, that just
by the
means
way-
that we need at least 2 other people.
gee, too bad we're sparse with friends.
What do you mean? Too bad we're sparse
Yeah,
with friends. Looks at like 700 fucking Discord groups
Yeah.
we're in.
Yeah, if only we had friends. If only we had people. I guess I could never play D&D anymore. Never
Well, then
gonna
the
play
other
again.
problem is actually scheduling a time.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Well, shall we try looking into that after this comic's done? Because I don't want it to get in the way of anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm that selfish. I want the comic to be made first.
Yeah, it would be a little bit of a taxing strain over the course of time.
Yeah, like honestly. Oh, by the way, I did end up messaging that one guy about his game because there was a guy that wanted to ask if like I wanted to like work on it on his little D&D world, and I just said like honestly for free, no chance. Like you'd have to pay me if you want me to work on it. I was polite about it, don't get me wrong, but he was like, no, I get it. But by the way, we hit the 2-hour mark, so what are we thinking?
I think that looks like something.
So, teaser image?
I feel like this teaser image might be a little bit much. This is it's the Snyder cut, but it's not.
There's a woman.
It's the Snyder cut, but it's the Dan Snyder cut.
Yeah. There's a woman wrapped in a straitjacket.
There's a woman wrapped in a straitjacket, and she got her feet right up in the air, tootsies wriggling.
Okay. By the way, so one thing I need to look at real quick is
Not even a
so
foot
this.
guy. In fact,
So
I don't
one thing
think
I want-
either one of us are feet guys.
I mean, no.
Your hesitation on that leads me to fucking
No, you just blindsided me by the question.
how insane what I just said was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got families watching this.
Yeah, all 2.
Yeah, all 2 families. Yeah,
Sure.
that'd be crazy if like a family sat down and watched this. Like, why? Like, go to fucking Disneyland. Like, don't watch this.
They pull out popcorn.
Yeah.
They're like,
Babe.
oh boy, Hunni Bunni is on.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think this has been a good. I think it's been a good one.
Proceeds to like hear me like, oh my god, the house is on fire. Classic Daniel.
That was a fucking insane like recording.
Yeah. To be fair, you know what? I will round this episode out by saying the most insane thing one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. You know the movie Pain and Gain that's like based off of like the fucking bodybuilders that fucking murdered a guy?
Oh, the one that Michael Bay produced.
Yeah, the one that Michael Bay made.
Yeah.
So, the movie Pain and Gain.
It's this way it says this actually happens.
Yeah, he's like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is like frying fingers in a grill in order to get rid of the fucking fingerprints, right?
Yeah.
And like it's like, oh, this actually happened. Would you believe that the day that I wanted to go watch this movie, a family of what was it? Like there were 4 children and 2 parents. That is a family of 6. A family of 6 sits down. Some of these children are like toddlers.
Oh no.
And I was like, are they in the wrong theater? And then, like a fucking Twilight Zone episode, the kids were well behaved, sat down, they all watched the movie. When the movie was done, they all unanimously stood up and walked out of the theater.
Oh, so they were like really like well behaved and sophisticated for children, despite what they watched.
I was just like, oh boy, this is gonna be like, oh, they're gonna have to leave halfway through it. This movie's like really fucked up and dark. Maybe like they walked into the wrong theater. They sat down, watched the whole never once pulling out a phone, never once talking, never once like complaining, no crying.
That's
And that is
weird.
one of the strangest things I have ever fucking seen in my life. And I've seen people getting beaten up. Like I have seen dead people in car accidents, and like that. This was the like one of the, because once in a while I'll be watching the movie. I'm like, fuck, this is I'm enjoying this movie, but then I'm like, there's a whole family of 6 in front of me. Like they were literally like one aisle in front of me. And I was like, huh.
They're more behaved than like people that go to see like shitty Marvel films.
They're more behaved than like most people I've met in my life. Like,
oh, I want to know what their fucking like backstory is.
I want to
like,
know what their backstory is too. I should have like stopped them and asked questions, but I was so fucking gobsmacked. I was just like, because
dude,
it did feel a little culty though. Like it did feel a little like doo 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 doo. But they could have just been like a cool fucking I don't know. What blew my mind is they didn't like when the movie was done and the credits were rolling. They didn't even like turn to each other and be like, "So what'd you think?" Or like, "Oh, did you enjoy the movie?" They just stood up, walked out of the theater. I was like, "Whoa, what?"
crazy.
It was surreal would be the word.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. I'm more perplexed by the fact that they had toddlers go to see that fucking film, if anything.
Oh, the film where they're beating fucking Tony Shalhoub of Monk fame while he's like stark ass naked with giant rubber dildos. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it vexes me so.
That's a film I've always wanted to watch, but I heard it's kind of like
because you bring
trashy
me
as
up
well.
like, oh, could you imagine if a family watched our podcast? I'm like, weirdly enough, yes, I kind of like weirdly enough. I want to be. At least there's one out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably there's probably a kid out there who, for we know, there's probably like a kid out there who's watching this, being like, "Who are these guys? Oh, they're making a comic book."
There might also be an old man out there too that's like, the bunny got booby, lol.
Yeah, Master Roshi apparently is watching us. Yeah,
Goku. The bunny's got it's
here in the
and then he gets
and
then Launch and or Bulma hits him in the head. Oh, ding!
Beep beep. It's not that hard to do, Master Roshi.
You just kind of like got to do like you shift your jaw forward and then like fold your lip over your teeth. Hello there, Bulma.
That is a poorly aged. That's a character.
That is definitely a character in a fucking. We didn't even talk about the fucking Akira Kurosawa movie. We'll save that for another one.
Yeah, we could probably do that next time, maybe Saturday. But then again, I don't generally like upload the recordings together when it's like consecutive days. So
I'm just thinking about that family now. Where are they?
Yeah.
Like that was when that movie came out, which must be like at least a decade now.
It was some time ago because I think I was like leaving school.
Those
when I heard
kids
about
can
that
probably all drive now.
Yeah, God, you know what? It would have been crazy if you ended up being like that woman who did the interview with the Wolfgang family. If you ever heard about that?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's strange.
That was a crazy documentary. Like the guy who just like housed all these kids in a flat for like years.
They're all out in the unless they were like ghosts or something. In which case, that's not
Ghost
a
theater.
fun thing to think about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have bye.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. See ya.